It's an exciting time of year to be started practice and to have our players go from 2 hours a week to 20 hours a week is just such a huge change. You get 2 hours a week we got in the summer, and that was certainly helpful. But the whole summer, that's 16 hours. And then all fall, you get around 8 weeks and 2 hours a week, that's 16 hours. We'll get more in the first week of practice than we got in each of those sessions. But both of those things helped us a bunch. And I told Coach D, we're just so much better with the little things than we were last year at this time. Our ability to handle the ball and pass and shoot is just night and day better than last year at this time. And I think it's really going to make us better defensively as well, because we're going to have to guard good action each day. And so exciting. Our freshmen are doing really well. Transfer from Missouri, Kylie Simmons, who has to sit this year, is just really, really good basketball player. And it's exciting for her this year as well. Sarah Hartwell, who sat out last year, is athletic as any point guard, 5'11" point guard who can run and jump and handle the ball as well as anybody out there. So we're excited. We're going to play extremely fast and be really aggressive. Obviously, we got some things to answer as far as Adrian and Charisma being out, but no doubt we're going to be better as a team with our ability, understanding of the game, feel for what to do when. We're going to be way better in our man-to-man defense than we were last year, and so it's exciting to think about where we're headed. And we've got really good young players, and we just got to continue to stack good recruiting classes on top of each other, and we'll take this program where we want it to go.
How much did the time this summer you feel like help you? Can you notice a difference?
Yeah, we'd spend so much time working on fundamentals in the summer and then be able to do it again in the fall. And I think it really has made a difference. I think our freshmen are so much farther along because of that. Their understanding of the game, their feel for what to do, their ability to play fundamentally sound because they've had the repetition to be able to do that in the summer and the fall, and to be able to us be in the gym with them is exciting. Taylor Gleason, as a freshman, is going to come in and play right away and feel like she might be as good as any freshman in the Big Ten. She should have been the Miss Basketball from Michigan. I really feel strongly that she's going to be a player that plays a lot of minutes for us. And then Sarah Livingston and Jackie Grant are battling in the post and going to give us a lot of minutes there as well. And so we have 3 freshmen that'll play right away and make a difference. And then our returners, their understanding for what to do when, their ability to be proactive defensively and jump to the ball, that understanding and that feel is just, last year was almost like coaching, all freshmen, because of just, putting in a new system and their feel for what to do when and how to play. It was a lot. And so it's exciting to have our returners today. We do Shell with the post today, and just, their ability to understand and then how to do it right, to lead. Last year, nobody knew. It was all different. So nobody really could be the example. Where now, we've got our Amber Moore, and we've got Ivory was out today, but we got those kids know how to play and what to do, and then our freshmen can watch them and see that this is how you do it. And so that is a huge thing. And then the learning curve, having people that do it right and be an example for them. And Sarah Hartwell and Alexis is doing that, Ivory and Amber. Exciting. Piper's getting way better playing inside as well. And it's exciting to see where we can go.
Matt, are you at the level this year where you can compete for a Big Ten championship? And who are the teams that you'd be competing with?
Yeah, I think it's a little early to say that. Talent-wise, we're not probably quite there yet. But the system is the best there is, and so I'm not so sure our system can overcome us not being as talented. Penn State's probably the most talented team. Michigan State is extremely talented and has great size. I think those 2 teams are the most talented. Nebraska went to a Sweet 16 last year, but lost a really good point guard. I still think they're going to be a very good team. Purdue won the Big Ten tournament and returned a lot of players. And so, last year the Big Ten had 6 teams win their first round game, play in the final 32. I don't know that that's ever happened in Big Ten women's basketball to have 6 teams playing in the final 32. And, the league is just way better. We were last year the number 1 or number 2 RPI most of the year. I know back when I coached Indiana, the league was at number 5 or number 6 most of the time. And so the league has changed. It's gotten better, and it's certainly the depth from top to bottom is way better than it used to be. And to have 6 teams playing in the final 32, and I think you're going to see more teams ranked in the top 25. What really helped the league is have, Penn State last year was talented enough to make a run. They didn't do that. And Nebraska got to the Sweet 16. They need somebody like us to step up and be that team that's going to carry this conference and make a Final Four down the road.
Who's your leader on this team? Who's everybody looked to? Last year you had Charisma 10 who you could just dump it down to her? And
Yeah,
watch
and
her
that's going to be one of the interesting we think about finding. I texted Amber last night and said, hey, are you ready to lead? And we need her. She's a senior and need her to lead. Certainly, she can do it basketball-wise. She can make shots and believes it's going in, probably as clutch as any player that I've coached. But she's not real vocal, and she needs to be more vocal. Sarah Hartwell, our point guard, is about as talented as any kid out there, but she's not real vocal. And so, honestly, our best leader right now is Kylie Simmons, who transferred from Missouri, but Kylie's got to sit out. And so Kylie can lead and do some things, but we need some other kids to step up and lead. One of the things we challenged them last spring when Coach DeVillips and I met with all the players and said, what can you correct somebody on right now? What can you correct the other players that nobody else in the team is going to question? Do you do that right every time? Or you do it with great intensity all the time? You don't have to be perfect, and almost to a T, every one of them kind of sat there and they couldn't name. And we said, well, we want you to have a laundry list of these are the things I could correct a teammate on. For Amber, she can certainly correct somebody on being in the gym because Amber's in the gym all the time. But we need to have other things as well. We need to have, do you practice every day with the level of intensity that you need? We say we want to practice and play with the intensity of a national champion, play with the intensity and the poise of a national championship, and that's what we need in our individuals to do that. We're heading in that direction as far as kids are starting to learn how to play. The level of intensity today, the practice integrity is way better than last year, but we do need some kids to step up and lead and do it right and then be able to correct teammates. It's not a player-led system yet. That's what we had at Green Bay. We had 3, 4, 5 kids that had a swagger about them. They knew they were really good basketball players. They practiced with great intensity and great effort every day. And then when a teammate didn't, they could correct them. And they could say, hey, you need to do this. Right now, they don't know themselves, one, that they've got it. They don't have that swagger about them yet. And then, they haven't done it right long enough to be able to correct their teammates. Hopefully that's where we're going to make our program way better. But that's a transition. Certainly we're better, farther longer right now than we were last year at this time. But we're not there yet, and that's something that will really help our program. We're more of a player-led program. We'll be stronger.
Did you get any feedback from the team about the Friday or the Saturday night jam, and would you prefer to have them participate? Yeah,
unfortunately, it's a hard situation for our players because the men's rules differently than ours. The men were able to start practice on Friday. We weren't able to start practice till today. And so not only had we not started practice, but the rule is that you can't do skill in front of a crowd. So because we hadn't started practice, we couldn't even do like the three-point shooting. Or any of that. And obviously it's a really neat event, and I saw the picture of the crowds. We would love to be there as a staff, but it's our weekend to recruit. So we're excited for the future to be more of a part of it. I hope they pick a date where we started practice as well and we're able to do the things and be involved. But certainly it seemed like a really neat event, and our players enjoyed that they were part of it, but we want to be more of a part of it than we were this week. We do have a neat event coming up too, Trick or Treat with the Stars, October 20th. The credit union is sponsoring an event where our players will be out at Ubben and have kids come in and trick or treat. We'll have different people there as well. Costume, where's Ben? I don't know if he knows who's going to be there, but they're going to have different people and characters. That's what I was looking for. Different characters that will be there, and our players will be there. So Trick or Treat on the 20th. As well. And then we're going to have an open practice for season ticket holders on October 13th to try to promote our Courtsiders group and do that at Ubben as well, October 13th from 1 to 3. So a couple of neat things coming up. And it's great to be started in practice, and we're really excited about this program. I know volleyball had 7,000 fans at their game on this weekend, and we're really hoping this community will get behind this program, buy season tickets, and come out and support this program and be part of it early, be part of where we're going, and grab hold of the vision now.